Let's get into this conversation now. eThekwini Mayor Mxolisi Kaunda has blamed service delivery disruptions to aging infrastructure and the recent floods. He's also promised to address problems while delivering his State of the City address in eThekwini today. Let's get reaction now, and we speak to the Westville Ratepayers Association chairperson, Asad Gaffar. Mr. Gaffar, good evening to you, and thank you for your time. I understand that you are at the function post the State of the City address. Were your fears as a resident of eThekwini allayed by the mayor when he delivered what he says are the plans for the city in the coming year?
Look, the meeting hasn't concluded. I mean, the mayor is still going on for almost 2 hours. I had to walk out of the meeting to actually take this interview. And I can tell you this much. I mean, if you don't know the inner workings of what's going on in terms of the budget, you'll think this is one of the best cities in the world. And the plans that they have in place, it sounds very, very positive. But it's all well and good, to have these plans, but whose money are you using? If you had, money coming from National Treasury or from national government, and you had all these bright and beautiful plans, then it would be fine. But that's not the case. In this case, you're taking money from the ratepayers, you're squeezing the ratepayers to make yourself look good. And that's where the issue is coming about.
So I just want to give the viewers a sense of what the mayor had to say, particularly around service delivery challenges. So I want us to just take a listen for a moment, and please stay on the line. We'll engage a little after this.
Apart from the aging infrastructure and flood damages, vandalism and theft of sanitation infrastructure continues to negatively affect our ability to deliver quality services to the public. This has resulted in perennial spillages and contamination of our river system and beaches. To address this challenge of aging infrastructure, the municipality has set aside 260 million to upgrade the Hammersdale wastewater treatment plant. Meanwhile, 17 million has been allocated for the upgrade of Ohlange pump station. 500 million has been allocated to the Northern Works, that is also here at Springfield. And the contractors, as we speak, they are on site, they are working. Once completed in June this year, there will be very limited, no sewer leakages, and this will end contamination of Ohlange River and Umhlanga Beach.
So that was the mayor of eThekwini, Mxolisi Kaunda, addressing a little earlier. Mr. Gaffar, let's come back to you. So 260 million rand is set aside for one of the water works in order to try and resolve some of the water challenges. Are you satisfied with these plans?
We challenge that. I mean, if you look at the 2023-2024 budget, the figure that they're talking about is 10% less than the money that was allocated last year for the same projects. Now, we're talking about repeat projects. If this was a first-time situation to say, okay, we're allocating 260 million for Slanga to upgrade this wastewater treatment plant, and now work will commence in June. We heard the speech 2 years ago. Every year it's the same story and nothing happens, nothing moves. So this is where the issue is coming about. Like I said, when you sit here and you listen to him, you'll think everything is above board, everything is fine. There was money allocated last year, 370 million. Well, what happened to that money? Why wasn't the pump station fixed in the last financial year? So every year it's the same story, it's the same speech. We were just sitting there and we were saying, you know what, it would seem as though the mayor's speech was, he used artificial intelligence, chatbot, to write his speech, because it's perfect. But you can come to Durban for yourself, come and have a look at eThekwini. And he's talking about addressing imbalances of the past. We support that 100%. In fact, we're fighting for that. There are communities in eThekwini from previously disadvantaged areas that are suffering as we speak. 30 years into this democracy, and there is no piped water and sanitation in these communities. It's unacceptable.
Yeah. Final question to you, sir. The Westville Ratepayers Association has been very loud in its voice to say we actually thinking of withholding the monies that we pay to the city for services that are not rendered. Where are you in that regard? Because my understanding is that you have been somewhat engaged by the mayor around this, and I think you folded those plans. Is that still how we understand it?
Look, we've always wanted to operate within the ambit of the law. Last year, when this process was unfolding, we were in a similar predicament, and we advised our legal counsel at that time that we would prefer to interdict this tariff increases. They didn't think it would have been the right idea, and then we went on the process of withholding. This time around, we're coming at the city with a much more experienced law firm, and it's more than likely. In fact, I was in this meeting and I got a call from our attorneys to say that they wanted to consult with us. Unfortunately, we couldn't take that call, but we'll consult with them later. It's more than likely we're going to interdict this budget hearing on Friday. So keep watching the space. We're not going to go away. As you said, we're the only ratepayers association within eThekwini that's actually fighting for the ratepayers.
All right. That's the chairperson of the Westville Ratepayers Association, Asad Gaffar. And you hear him say there in that last response that they are now engaging the services of an experienced law firm to challenge the city.